It's Thursday, the 10th of October 2024, another NAS journal. So today seems like a better day than when it comes to news. We've got core CPI, CPI, I take it means month on month, CPI year on year, and unemployment claims. We've got a lot of news today. I want to talk about unemployment claims. So actual less than the forecast good of currency, obviously. As we can see from September the 12th, you've had a decline, and then September 19th another decline, and another decline on September 26th. Sorry, on the 19th of September decline, then on the 26th of September another decline. Then on October we had a big push up on unemployment claims, so that's bad for the currency. We're forecasted to have 231,000, so that's another increase, which is bad for the currency. What that could mean is it could couple and align with what I expect for today to happen. So if we go on to TradingView. So yesterday wasn't the best day for myself. To be fair, this week hasn't actually been the best week. We had 1 win, 2 losses and a break-even trade. We are down 2.7%. No, 2.76% I think we're down. That's fine. I'm not letting that affect me. So, reason why yesterday's a bad day for myself. So, the past 3 days there's been no volatility at all. Oh, actually, let me rephrase that. Obviously, there's volatility as you can see. But when there is, when there's no, like the days where there's no news, the volatility is random and unpredictable. That for one, and two, price action isn't the nicest. For the past 3 days, it's actually been quite poor. It's not been the nicest trading conditions. But I made a mistake yesterday. As we see here, price, London session came to this 4-hour value gap, and also we got that rejection. I should have anticipated that price is now going to see cut buy side liquidity, but the reason why I didn't was because I felt that price did not reach equilibrium of the 4-hour range yet, which is around this fair value gap area. So I was actually expecting price to retrace down to here and then long, but it just went up. It happens. But on the lower time frame, I should have looked, that price clearly wants to go up, because from here, with the sweep of liquidity here, New York Open, and then we had that reversal up. So it looked like it was going down. We had that reversal up. The manipulation move, then reversal up. I could have traded off that, and there wasn't actually a proper setup to long really, but I do involve inverse fair value gaps into my strategy now. And from this sweep of liquidity, from these equal lows here, we could have looked here, inversion fair value gap, and possibly waited for this market structure shift here, which we do get, and then I could have entered potentially at this 1 minute range here, which price just doesn't tap into that fair value gap, but if it did, that would have been a pretty nice entry. Stops about here, that'd be pretty good, and then just target up. So that is the mistake I made. I was looking for shorts because we was overbought quite a lot, and the setup, the first setup was quite poor for myself, based on the fact that if we go and look at it, really it was just a 5-minute retracement, but obviously into this 5-minute fair value gap and rejecting off. But what I made the mistake of on the 1 minute time frame is that I mistaked one thing for a market structure shift, and that was this here. This is not a market structure shift. As we see, because I looked at this bearish candle and the move up, you can see this is not a structure. There's no structural range here. This is not a structural range. This here to here is a structural range. If we got a close below this candle, cool, we've got a market structure shift. But this isn't, because as you see here, this wicks below and wicks above. There's no close above or close below, as you can see. If there's a close above from this bearish candle, that's a structural range. And then we can look to break that structural range. And I looked at this as a structural range and had a feeling that we broke it, but we didn't. It was literally a liquidity sweep into the 5-minute fair value gap, which actually would have been a beautiful long to take, right? But because I was so stuck in my head to short, I was so stuck to short, I just didn't look at it. Fine, there wasn't a setup, but this 5-minute fair value gap was absolutely lovely. Could have, you know, actually entered from that 5-minute fair value gap once we got this push up. So that is a mistake I made. I was so stuck on looking for shorts that I was ignoring all the long, you know, the bullish setups and intentions there were. But the mistakes made is what is. Today I'm going to go for a more open-minded approach. I need to learn to not be stuck on a trade idea that's not happening, because that's what I was doing. And I want to have an open mind and just observe price action and its intentions, you know. So, cool. Learning from those mistakes yesterday, this is what I'm looking at today. At least what I anticipate to happen. Cool. So, as yesterday, we had an extreme amount of bias and liquidity swept. I mean, an extreme amount. Where is it? Wednesday. Cool. So I had weekly highs swept here. Daily previous highs swept. We've got all these 4-hour highs swept. And we entered into this 1 hour fair value gap, 1 hour order block, and I had that pushed down. I did have a trade there. It was actually, that was a valid setup. Got sorted out a break even, and then after I hit my take profit. It's annoying, but it shows that my analysis is right. I was targeting this 1 hour fair value gap here, but it just stopped me at break even, then went down. No biggie at the end of the day. It's you know, it's a whole part of the game. So what am I anticipating today? So today I'm anticipating that on the 4-hour time frame, the 4-hour range is quite overbought in my opinion. So I love trading from areas of discount or equilibrium. So if I am going to long today, I would have to long at least, you know, below equilibrium and below minute opening price, which is already at. So this 4-hour range is overbought, and it leaves a 4-hour fair value gap. I would like to see price to go down, hit equilibrium. I mean, if I would possibly trade from this area above equilibrium if, you know, the market structure gives me the right confirmations to. But I would prefer if price came down into equilibrium. Hopefully news does that, and then we'll look to trade from there. So looking at that, on the 1 hour, we've got a 1 hour fair value gap here that has actually been filled, whereas on ES, the exact same what am I talking about? So exact same analysis here is what I've said in NAS, exactly the same in ES, the push down into equilibrium. What I can say is that on ES, this 4-hour fair value gap is left unfilled, hasn't been tapped into, and equilibrium of the range is near on equilibrium in the 1 hour fair value gap, so it aligns pretty well. I'll be keeping an eye on both. I'll only be trading today between, so for me, market opens 2:30, about 2:30 to 3:45, because I've got stuff going on in the evening. Now I can't be able to trade any longer. So yeah, I'll be trading between, that would be 9:30 and 10:45, maybe 11 o'clock. But if there's no setups there, then I'm not taking the trade. What I will do is I will mark out daily previous lows and daily previous highs. If I can find it, there we go. So we are at all-time highs now, but we was. Usually after that, you'll see price seeking sell side. But it looks like a lot of drawing, but it does make sense. Daily high and daily low. Cool. So yeah, that's my anticipation for today. As you can see, price taps just below weekly opening price and then pushes up. This does make sense here. I've learned that when a lot of times you're in a bullish structure, if price taps below weekly opening price, that's when usually a lot of longs are happening. You can see it. You can see it on a lot of candles, on this candle here to here. Oh no, what am I talking about? I'm being an idiot. This is the opening price, isn't it? Ignore that. Yeah, you can see a lot of the time weekly opening price, if it goes below that, sometimes we'll end up longing up. Yeah, that is my anticipation for today. Also, just notice this. You can say that when we had this push down, price actually entered the weekly order block. Could have looked at that as a bullish thing, but yeah, that's that. That is my expectations for today. But if not, you know, no biggie. But yeah, I'll be back at 1:30 to see what news happens. Well, 9:30 New York time. Okay, cool. So just what I anticipated. So news has come out. Big push up, big push down. Let's quickly look at the results of that. Okay, let's have a look. Right, so unemployment claims. Wow, big decrease. Clearly, this is why, obviously, look, we got lots of positive results here on the CPI, but unemployment claims, major bearish results. That's why we've got the push up and down. I'll show you the push up here and the push down here. What I want to look for now is a sweep of probably data lows, probably these lows here, and then maybe a push up is what I'd like to see. ES has done the same thing, I assume. Yeah, done the exact same thing. What's better with ES is it actually has hit that 1 hour fair value gap. So that has, you know, worked well. But obviously I'm not going to trade just yet because it's not New York Open. We've got an hour still. This is why I hate trading in the UK, because I have to wait and wait and wait and wait. It's fine though. But I'm just going to quickly mark this out here as a data low. Ooh, if that'll do it. Data low. Data high. Okay. So yeah, really, I'd want to see a... What's happening? Let's get rid of that. Really, I'd want to see a push back down to sweep the data lows here, and then yeah, we could look at some possible longs. Data low. Data high. Okay. So yeah, be nice if price went to equilibrium. And we got that push up, but obviously I've just got to stay patient. So yeah, let's get rid of that as well. Okay, but see on ES we have hit the 1 hour fair value gap, but we haven't hit 4 hour of the, we haven't hit equilibrium in the 4 hour range yet. But yeah, it's a good result. This is what I anticipated, but I would like to see prices push a little lower, and then we will see what happens then. Obviously, not to talk too premature, but from what it seems, it's looking like a decent day. We've got, if price goes where I want it to go, goes down here. There's some good targets of data high, daily previous highs, some good buy side liquidity to target. We've also got London highs to target. Wrong place. Got Asia highs, which haven't been taken. We expect a lot of sell side pre-market as well, which is good. Where is it? There it is. And I'll do it from the 5 minute. We are below midnight opening price, which is a good sign. So yeah, midnight opening price, cool. So yeah, that is what I'm anticipating today. But yeah, we'll see what happens really. I hope to find a good entry because today does look like a very good day. So yeah, I'll be back if anything interesting happens. If I'm honest with you, if we get what I want before New York Open, then I'll consider an entry. Obviously it's a bit risky, but yeah. So yeah, I'll be back soon. This is what I like to see now. Equilibrium in the 4 hour range has been met. That is what I like to see. Now, I would like to see some upside projection. Obviously, you know, it's not going to be exactly how I want it to be, but it'd be nice to inverse these fair value gaps, my apologies. Market structure shift, all that. It'd be a 2 minute, would it be a 3 minute? No, not a 5 minute either, that's fine. We're in a BPR here. This area is a balanced price range on the 5 minute. But yeah, we're just pushing down, that's fine. It just gives us more room to go up, because I am confident we are going up today. What else is there to look at? So we've got the 1 hour order block as well. We've got a 4 hour order block. Yeah, we've got the 4 hour order block. We could look at so yeah, that's pretty good. Which is at the optimal trade entry area of the 4 hour fib, which is also a confluence. You know what, I'll just mark it out in a box. I'll get rid of this line because there's so many lines in my chart now. On the 1 hour, does it align? Yeah, it does align on the 1 hour as well, which is good. I will put a line there for that. So yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. Obviously, we haven't hit New York Open, but this is why I like to trade news days like this, because there's so much to trade from, so much data to trade from. You can see intentions of where liquidity is targeted, you know, fair value gaps, all that kind of stuff. So if it goes lower than this fair value gap, I'm not bothered at all. At the end of the day, I've got somewhat of confidence that we are going to go higher. So yeah, I've got all the confidences aligned on the higher time frame. Because once we fill this fair value gap, it'll be a balanced price range on the higher time frame. So to me personally, there'll be no reason to go lower unless we want to seek these inefficiencies here. Except from that, I do think there is some, you know, got this high right here that could be looked at. So yeah, that's my opinion, and we'll just see what happens. But now we've hit equilibrium. Oh, let's put that back. Now we've hit equilibrium of the 4 hour range. You know, I'm very confident in what's happening. So yeah, I'll be back for whatever happens. Cool, so obviously it is pre-market, so price action is going a bit slow again. We've inversed this 1 minute fair value gap here. This is not a trade, by the way, it's just, you know, I'm just looking at it as if how inversion fair value gap traders look at it. So I'm going to push up, inversing this fair value gap, not inversing this one, reacting off this 1 minute order block, pushing back down. And I think a lot of people who trade like, especially just sort of inversion fair value gaps and don't wait for the breaker structure, they would probably enter here to look to go higher. And to be fair, it looks like a good trade because there's no reason, in my opinion, except for, well, on ES I think there is, but on NAS there's no reason to go lower. But the fact that there is an ES is what makes me think that we might go lower because they correlate well with each other. But on NAS there's no reason to go lower. We've hit equilibrium, the 4 hour range. We swept all of the sell side liquidity in the present week, while yesterday is what I mean. On the 1 minute, obviously lower time frames, everything is balanced. The only imbalances are left are to the buy side, and the only liquidity left to sweep is to the buy side, in my opinion, or relevant, important liquidity. So that's why I think it's a good setup, but it's not on my rules. I one day think I will start trading like this, but I think I just want to, you know, stay with my model and how I trade for now, and then adapt when I get better. But yeah, this is a good setup, and it is tempted to take, but it's not with my rules, so I'm not taking it. As you see here, big push up, lovely, but I know a lot of inversion fair value gap traders will be taking this trade right now. So yeah, what I'm waiting for now is this breaker structure up here, and I say breaker structure, this internal breaker structure, because really I want to find the break here, but yeah, I want to see just find a break above, and then yeah. If not that, we have a little bit of a push below, creating a structural leg, and then a push up, sweeping this liquidity, and then a push up. That would be quite nice. But yeah, that is my intentions right now. What else is there to add? NAS is doing very similar as ES is doing very similar as NAS is. I can't even talk today. They're both doing very similar, but yeah, I'm looking for the exact same thing really. So yeah, that's it really. Okay, stop loss has been it. Stupid trade. I was just getting too excited. Now look, it's pushing up. I bet any money I've been liquidated. Now price wants to go up. It's my fault. That's all I can really say. I shouldn't have entered at before market open. I still did because I just thought it was a great setup. I was so lucky for a second. It was so close to my stop loss and pushed back up. But it's okay, we move. If I take another trade today, that'll be it for us the week. Here's the P&L. So nearly 4% down on the week, which on the account. Look at that, being stopped out and price pushes up. How annoying is that, hey? Oh well. Let's go to 2 minute. Hopefully inverse this fair value gap, and then we're talking. Cool, we've inversed that. That's good. Reacting off this 1 minute order block. Actually, no, technically not, because we've broken. Have we broken structure? No, we haven't. Nice to get it close above here. Yeah, I shouldn't have entered that trade. Even if it's a good trade, it was just not. It's not New York Open. I wanted to wait for that high to be broken, which we didn't break. I'm quite disappointed in myself again. This week has been a whole week of breaking my rules on the hypothetical trading. I didn't break my rules at all, and this is why I'm too attached to the money. This is the issue. So I'm nowhere near ready yet to be trading live, but I will get there. And I just need to stick my rules and be disciplined. I just want to see this break above, and then break above here as well. Maybe I shouldn't be trading until 9:45 realistically. See how I get stopped out and prices go straight up. I seem to do this quite a lot, and it's annoying, but oh well. that fair value gap, a very small fair value gap that needs filling. But the issue is we haven't closed above here, so it's not a valid entry. It is a bit annoying though, look at it. Get wicked out. I thought I got really lucky here, tail to soup, push up, but is what it is. At the end of the day, what do you do about it? Just got to be patient really. I mean, I broke my rules and I deserve to lose. And that is as straightforward as that. And I should really beat myself up for it because it's not like I've taken a good trade. I've just, I've essentially gambled because everything aligned in a sense, except from the fact that we didn't break above this high, which I said I wanted, which I didn't wait for. That for one, and for two, I entered pre-New York, which is a stupid thing to do because volatility is unpredictable and bad, and then New York opens, that's what happens, you get a manipulation bit at equities open. I'm going to have to learn the hard way because it seems that I make stupid mistakes and I'm going to end up having to keep on going through this till I learn the hard way. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We've got a 1 minute order block here. Let's hope to see it push up. But yeah, the quick trade recap, I haven't even done that yet. So what I saw in the 1 minute is we've inversed all these fair value gaps here. Then we had a big push up. I put my fib out and I entered at the fair value gap. Stops below here, which is good, good amount of breathing room. And then I targeted this 2 minute fair value gap up here. But the issue is that we didn't get a break above here. I entered at I entered before New York Open, which is, it wasn't an A+ setup, so I deserved to lose. And if I did win that trade, I wouldn't have deserved the win. So yeah. Price is respecting that 1 minute order block. And could hope to see a push up here now. It's the I think my issue is the anticipation, excitement, wait until New York Open, and then I see a really good setup before New York Open, and then I end up getting manipulated. See how this trade isn't valid because we haven't closed above here. See, I'm being strict with my rules now. I've always done this. I end up taking a really good trade in the second trade. But if I'm risking 2% today, that means if I take another trade today, I'm not trading tomorrow. If I lose, I mean. Yeah, that's the trade recap, so I'm going to get rid of that now. Let's get rid of that, get rid of all of them. That. Let's keep that there, keep that there. Don't need that. Okay. Get rid of that as well. ES, interestingly, has swept a lot of the internal bar side, sell side liquidity and reacted off this 1 minute order block, which is quite nice to see. So if I was strict to my rules, I wouldn't have entered by now and I would have been smart. But The issue is the attachment to money, and that's why I make stupid decisions. When I was doing the hypothetical trades, because there wasn't numbers on the screen, I was making smart decisions. I will get there. I might have to do a journal on my rules, like discipline rules, not setup rules, because I've already done that. Right, so this 1 minute order block is still being respected. And 3 minute order block. I'm very confident prices are going up today. Okay, so we didn't even get it closed above this yet. Not even that. Okay. Interesting. If we get push up, closing above here and then a retracement in, that'll be a good entry. Then like that'll be a good entry. Price just seems to want to wick that area at the moment. That's better. ES is acting a bit differently at the moment. It still looks like we're going down. There's NAS, looks like he wants to go up. Okay. It's now 9:45. ES is starting to push up. Well, somewhat. That's what it's nice to see. NAS is respecting this fair value gap. So that's good. Wow. Wow. price just pushes down. Yeah, I'll be back for anything interesting that happens. If I end up going even lower, if I didn't enter pre-New York, I wouldn't have had a trade by now, and I'd be still safe. I will say that on ES, it looks like price is approaching equilibrium in the 4 hour. Oh, this is, yeah, perfect. So we've just got that. Sweep of these lows here, these pre-market lows, which is pretty nice. Into this 1 hour fair value gap, which is pretty interesting. And then we'll see what happens, but I do think price is bullish still. So yeah. Okay. Put that there. ES seems to be moving up as NAS is actually moving down, which is interesting. Now it's hit the now it's at the 0.618 area of the fib. Now we're getting a bit of a push up, but it could just be a retracement, so you just got to be careful on that. So I'm inverse that fair value gap. Now we're going to have to wait for one market structure shift. See how price is rejecting off this 1 minute fair value gap. ES is probably going to do the same, yep. Yep. Yeah, price is respecting the fair value gaps at the moment. Same with ES. I think ES might look more optimal at the moment. Right, if we close above this, that'll be interesting. Okay, I'm going to put it as inverse for now. I'll change it back if it doesn't. Both are moving up. ES is now on the 1 minute order block. Inverse that fair value gap. Okay, let's get it close above here and we'll potentially look for something. Okay. Let's just be a bit patient. NAS ain't having the volume that ES is having. We need that close above, not wick. Yeah, close. NAS is actually rejected from this fair value gap, whereas ES has swept liquidity, and we've actually kind of, I think we've caused a bearish SMT here. Yeah, we have. Hopefully NAS catches up. Not entering yet. Very interesting how they're not acting the same right now. It is quite interesting actually how NAS is respecting this fair value gap at the moment. ES seems to want to go higher, at least. It just doesn't want to close above, does it? Look, see? Probably going to go into this fair value gap in a minute. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's look at NAS. Same thing. Getting push up. Interesting, interesting. That's what I like to see. Put up buy limit. Ooh, nearly press market. That was close. Limit, or was it stop? It's limit. Okay, let's get that retracement, and we're entering. ES is now in this order block, which if we get a little bit of push down, maybe ES might do the same. But we've got this fair value gap need filling, which is right at equilibrium with the 2-minute range, so it aligns pretty well. This is now an A+ setup. This is the setup I should have been looking for. Clearly price just wants to go higher now. Cool. NAS is wanting to move higher now. That is good. That's what I like to see. Let's get it close above, then I'll enter this fair value gap. I think NAS might. Come on. Ooh. 2 minute, it's looking A plus, same as the 3 minute. Yeah, 3 minutes close above it, lovely. 2 minute hasn't, but a high time frame is usually more important. Okay. This is what I was looking for, and I shouldn't have took the other trade, but here's what it is. We've got this 2 minute fair value gap here, but I really want price to come down to really, you know, do it at this fair value gap. I think it'd be more optimal. I think it should. Well, I hope it does. NAS isn't as the volume isn't as good, it seems. Got this breaker block here that it might reject from though. Let's put it there. Cool. Right, we're in. Okay. It's up there just for now. Where's take profit? Put that there. Okay. Okay. I've got to stop recording now, so I actually have to go to work. But I just want to note something out. So yeah, we've been consolidating for ages. I think we had a bit of an AMD thing going on. We manipulated all this liquidity in this breakout and then pushed above. This could be a good entry. If I was to put my stop loss at break even, then make another entry, I'd still be risking the same amount and losing the same amount. But I'm not going to, because I don't want to put any more risk on the table. I'm gonna have to stop recording, so I'm gonna have to do like a recap after work, which I finish at 8:30 tonight, which is what, 7:30, 6:30, 5:30, 4:30, 3:30 New York afternoon is when I finish work. It's only a 4-hour shift, but yeah, I think price, it hopefully is going to go up from here. This is a very nice setup that could be traded if I didn't enter this trade here. But yeah, my next target, as in what I want to see, is this fair value gap inversed 5 minute, 15 minute, and we are getting that push up from that market structure shift now. So yeah, that's what I want to see. And if we break above that, inversing that fair value gap, I'm going to put stops at break even, because I still think there's room to go down below here, sweep some equal lows, total soup back up. So yeah, that's that for now, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Alright, so I've ended up being stopped out before I've had to leave anyway. This was an A+ setup, so I'm not bothered about losing this trade. This doesn't bother me, but the trade previous, prior to this, is what's bothered me. I've broke all my rules, and so, you know, so here is the P&L. We are 4% down on the total account. I'm not trading for the rest of the week now. So here's some rules I'm going to stick here and stick in my head. Number 1, do not trade pre-New York session, ever. Number 2 is do not trade until 9:45. Now that is a rule for me. I had to learn the hard way. People tell me, no, don't trade until 9:45 or over, because it's too volatile. You can't understand what's happening, the manipulation, everything like that. And I thought, I'll trade it anyway. It's more volatile. But now I've learned, you know, that trading before 9:45, so it's a no-go. I'm never trading before 9:45 now. I hope this makes a good effect to my trading, because if you look at 9:45 here, can you see the manipulation right on 9:45? Right here. Ooh, get the arrow out. Manipulation right at 9:45. Bang. Manipulation, push back up. Manipulate, sweat this liquidity, and then push up. So that's that. I'm never trading before 9:45 again. Let's do a trade recap. So it is a bit of a disappointing day again. I've broken rules again. I tell you now, taking actual trades is on the head, and psychologically is harder. So, but I will get there. I'm gonna, you know, I might actually do a journal on the discipline and my rules, but not as in setups, but as in like trading rules, you know. But let's get into the recap. So on the 4-hour, was in this 4-hour fair value gap. Cool. We see that 4-hour. On the 4-hour, it comes down, hits equilibrium in the 4-hour range. Not only does it do that, but it sweeps data lows from news and some other like internal lows. Cool. So after that, from that 9:45 manipulation, we get a 5 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute market structure shift. Cool. Then I went to the 2 minute, as that was the most obvious one to look at. We had a fair value gap here, right here. There's a lot of drawing, so I'll point it out. Right here to here. On the trade down, I entered at equilibrium, was belly and drawdown, I had a big push up. We did go outside this 5 minute fair value gap, but we didn't inverse it, so that was a bit worrying. Then I reduced my stop loss to where the trade wouldn't be valid anymore, which would be here, because we can get a sweep of these equal lows like total soup and then a push up, which it seems that we're getting. But yeah, sadly I've been stopped out. I was expecting a bit of more of a move up today. Yesterday seemed to have more move than today, and today there was lots of news. There's lots of buy-side liquidity wanting to be swept as well. NAS was very similar, but you know, it's just one of them things. It's just an unlucky day today. But one thing I will say, because I have to go, I have to engrave this in my head: no trading before 9:45 ever. And I'm never doing it again. Never trading before 9:45. Even if there's a setup there, I'm never doing it, because I found a setup. It wasn't even an A+ one, but I found a setup pre-market, and I got stopped out. So yeah, that's it for me today. When I come back from work, I'm going to do an analysis on what's happened. I can't lie, I am kind of expecting for price to go up, but it seems that it's not. So it's one of them things at the end of the day, and I can't really can't really control the market, so I'm just have to go day by day really. But we set these equal lows into this I wouldn't say 5 minute order block really, but we're kind of exiting this 15-minute area now. But I am seeing a push up today. That is my predictions anyway. But yeah, another disappointing day. On the week, I think I've lost. Let's have a look. What was the first trade? It was 9. It was on the 7th. Okay, so I made 2%. Actually, I'll work it out this way. 1 second. Right. So on this week, from my 2 losses yesterday, I would have been almost at break even in the week with a bit more in profit. So that is, I lost 1.81%, 2%. Minus 505 plus 150, which is 555. Let me work that out. If it will do it. One second. 1.11 minus 1.11. Right, so on the week I am 0.92% down the week, so I've lost 1% on the week near on. And that's that really. So the past 2 weeks on average I've lost 2%, sorry. Being stupid there. And see, now we're probably going to get reversal here. Which is annoying. But yeah, so I've lost 4% on the account overall. There's not much I can really do. So that's that. I'm still going to do an analysis tomorrow and everything like that, but just no trades taken. So yeah, see you then. Literally rushed home from work. Right, let's have a look. See here where I've got out the downwards red arrow where my stop loss was hit. Notice how now price goes all the way up. I know take profit was above here, but I could have stopped out once I saw this market structure shift here. Mate, this has happened to me so much times now where the trade is closed and it goes my direction. Like, it's so annoying. Same with Nasri. Like, fine, I made the mistake of entering before market open. That's a massive mistake. I'm never going to do that again. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video on my rules to remind myself, right? But my analysis and anticipation of where the price is going to go is correct quite a lot of the time, but it's just the setups, like even the setups are fine. It's just the executions. It's the issues, the executions. Like, it's just annoying. But notice how I said it's going to take up data highs and daily previous highs. Bang, it does it. It's just annoying because, like, I know it's going to do that. It's just I'm catching the wrong executions. Like, this is so annoying. Like, hang on a second. Like, enter here. Beautiful. This is like an A+ trade. This is the trade I should trade. The fact this is actually isn't as annoying as the NAS trade because I was an idiot on that trade. I'm really disappointed in myself because the way I traded was just not You should never trade like that. Like, I entered pre-New York thinking that I got in early because price is going to go up. But clearly, you know, at 9:45 we had the manipulation move. Bang on at 9:45, look, bang, manipulation. Take out these lows. And then we had the 2 minute market structure shift on 1 minute as well. This is actually beautiful. If I waited till 9:45, bang, push up, entry. Beautiful trade. This is a beautiful trade that I took. I don't care that I lost this as much as NAS, because it's a beautiful trade, beautiful entry. When I reduced my stop loss here, was because below the fair value gap, below these equal lows, so it gave it room to sweep these lows and go up. What did it do? Swept the lows, cool. Swept this low again, and then went up. My anticipation's correct. I keep doing this. Or here, where I put AMD, right, is on the 1 minute accumulating, right, then we manipulated down, took these lows, and then pushed up. Me thinking that now price is going to go up because we've manipulated these lows. No, comes all the way down, stops me out, and then goes up. Clearly I was the liquidity, but price comes down, stops me out, and then goes straight up to the take profit area. Like, it's just annoying, man. But I feel like I'm getting too emotional. I'm not going to let this bother me too much. I know I'm going to succeed. I've got holes in my game and I've got bad flaws, but I will get there. I know I will. I'm seeing the progress. I know I'm going to get there. Whether it takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, I'm never going to give this up until I'm never going to give up. But there's no way I'm stopping until I've succeeded. And even when I succeed, why would I stop? And also, again, when I do get stopped out, notice how when I get stopped out, price comes into the 5/15 minute range optimal trade entry on the Fibonacci tool, comes down, stops me out into the optimal trade entry area, bang, goes up. And that's all she wrote, really. End of the day, it is what it is. I'm happy that my analysis is correct. I knew price was going to go up based on higher time frame context. But it was just such a good day to trade again, and I still messed up. Like, it was such a good day to trade, and I still messed it up. So, end of the day, what can I do, really? Except from just move forward and you know, work smarter. I've learned that working too hard when it comes to trading, this is the only thing I've learned. In most things, working hard the hardest will get you the most. Sometimes this working the hardest can be your downfall. Like, I was on the charts at 12:30 today, working hard, looking at, analysing. But sometimes I'm working too hard to the point where I can't work smart because I've been working too much. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Right, so I've just realised why I've been struggling to find how to trade micros. I've just found out why. So I've been trading on the original NASDAQ, but this is micro NASDAQ. And I haven't been trading that. I've been trading the normal NASDAQ, so that's why I've been using contracts that are way too big. So it's really frustrating, but it's fun. I finally figured it out how to use micros. Alright, so that's fine. Now it's exciting me now, because now I can actually do partials, take partials, and figure out how to you know, how to have better risk management. So I'm assuming if I do 10 micros on here, that would be, stop loss would be, yeah. Oh my god. Alright, okay. Makes sense. Okay, this all makes sense now. I've been the most stupidest. Oh my god. Right. Okay. So that means now all this analysis is gone. Get rid of all this. Move this up there. Same with that. Can I do ES? How do I do that one? There we go. Oh my god. Oh. Macro NASDAQ. Macro. 1 second. Okay, this finally makes sense now, and I've been trading normal contracts and the micro contracts, where now, if I was in that trade I was in earlier, I could be taking partials and taking off. Oh my god. Anyways, it's fine. It's all good. What I'm going to do is then, I'm going to keep my balance how it is now. Mistakes happen. We're still at 4% down, but now this means that my risk management is going to be much better and my trade management is going to be much better. So yeah, that's that. See you tomorrow.